Number 1. The graph displays the distance of CO2 car traveled in a race. Which statement is correct interpretation of the slope of the line in the graph? A. 5 seconds per foot. B. 5 feet per second. C. 2 seconds per foot. And D. 2 feet per second. Two. Judy can decorate 3 cakes in 5 hours. Which graph has a slope that best represents the number of cakes per hour Judy can decorate? Three. Which expression below best describes the graph above? A. A line with a y-intercept of 2 and a slope of 2 over 3. B. A line with a y-intercept of 3 and a slope of negative 2 over 3. C. A line with a y-intercept of 2 and a slope of negative 2 over 3. D. A line with an x-intercept of 3 and a slope of negative 3 over 2. Four. The table below shows the cost traveled by a local taxi. Based on the data in the table, what are the slope and y-intercept? F. Slope equals 1.2, y-intercept equals 5. G. Slope equals 2.4, y-intercept equals 9.8. H. Slope equals 1.2, y-intercept is 9.8. J. Slope equals 2, y-intercept is 2.4. 5. Which set of ordered pairs represents y as a function of x? Six. Which graph represents y as a function of x? Seven. A hardware store sells many different sizes of chains. The price of each chain is determined by its length. The table below represents the price of different lengths of a chain. Which equation best represents the relationship between x, the lengths of chain, in feet, and y, the price of chains? Which graph shows a proportional relationship between x and y? Which equation represents a proportional relationship between x and y? 11. Which of the following represents a non-proportional relationship? A. Sam gets $15 a week for his allowance. In 4 weeks, he has $60. B. Sarah works on commission. She makes $60 a week plus a percentage of her sales. C. Rebecca works at a local restaurant. As a hostess, she makes $7 an hour. She works 4 hours on Sunday and made $28. D. Ryan makes $2 per candy bar he sells. He sold 15 candy bars. He made $30. 12. The graph below displays the growth of a plant in millimeters. Based on the graph, explain the slope of the line in terms of unit rate as a plant's growth in millimeters per week. In 1 week, the plant grew 125 millimeters, so the slope of the line is 1 over 125. G, the plant grew 125 millimeters each week, so the slope of the line is 125. H, the slope is 1 because the plant grew 1 millimeter each week. J, not here. Emily sells greeting cards. The graph models a linear relationship between the number of boxes of cards she sells for her profit. Which of these best describes the profit Emily makes for selling these cards? 14. The table lists several points from a line on a coordinate grid. Based on the information in the table, what are the y-intercept and slope of the line described by these points? The y-intercept is 0, 2, and the slope m equals 4. G, the y-intercept is negative 20, 0, and the slope is m equals 1 over 4. H, y-intercept is 0, 5, and the slope is m equals 4. Or J, y-intercept is 0, 5, and the slope is m 1 over 4.